Juan Carlos had a dream: escape poverty in Colombia and live the good life, but he wasn't about to do it the honest way. It all starts with a daring stunt. Juan Carlos claims to have survived a death-defying flight from Colombia to Miami, hiding in the wheel well of a cargo plane. He's found on the tarmac, half frozen and disoriented. The media coup aren't get enough of this 13-year-old orphan named Guo, who risked it all for a shot at the American dream. A compassionate Miami cop named Lozano takes the boy under his wing. For the first time, Juan Carlos tastes middle-class comfort. But it doesn't take long for things to unravel. Money and jewelry start disappearing from the Lozano home. The truth comes out in a cascade of lies. He's not 13, he's 17. His parents are alive and well back in Colombia. And that wheel-well story, probably just another con. Juan Carlos is swiftly deported back to where he came from. But this setback only fuels his determination. Juan Carlos reinvents himself as a master of deception, perfecting a hotel con that would make Hollywood scriptwriters jealous. He dresses sharp, oozing confidence as he strolls into luxury hotels worldwide. With a keen ear, he memorizes guest names at check-in. Then, with a mix of charm and audacity, he tricks reception into handing over duplicate room keys. Once inside, Juan Carlos becomes a ghost. He empties safes, pockets cash, and snatches up anything of value. In a move of pure nerve, he even calls hotel security, claiming to be a forgetful guest who can't open his safe. And they do it for him, no questions asked. Before anyone realizes what's happened, he vanishes into thin air, leaving behind baffled guests and red-faced hotel staff. This isn't just a local operation. Juan Carlos takes his show on the road, hitting major cities across the globe. London, Las Vegas, Paris, Hong Kong nowhere is safe from his light fingers and silver tongue. In Vegas alone, he allegedly walks away with over $350,000 in a single heist. Rumor has it, he even managed to rob Celine Dion's suite, though the diva's reps deny it ever happened. What makes Juan Carlos truly remarkable is his ability to slip through the fingers of law enforcement time and time again. He's a master of disguise, armed with an arsenal of fake names and forged IDs. Even when cornered, his quick wit and smooth talk often see him wriggling free. Detectives across multiple continents find themselves caught in a frustrating game of cat and mouse. In London, Detective Swindles becomes obsessed with catching the elusive thief. Years of investigation lead to near misses and false leads. Then, in a stroke of pure luck, Swindles spots Juan Carlos outside a supermarket. The chase is on, ending in a dramatic arrest that has Swindles feeling like he's finally closed the case. But Juan Carlos isn't done yet. In a move that would make Houdini proud, he somehow convinces his guards to let him visit a dentist. Needless to say, by the time anyone realizes their mistake, Juan Carlos is in the wind once again. Over in Dublin, Detective McGlynn picks up the trail. He pores over security footage, interviews witnesses, and follows every lead. But Juan Carlos always seems to be one step ahead, leaving nothing but tall tales and empty hotel rooms in his wake. The audacity of Juan Carlos knows no bounds. In one particularly brazen escape, he manages to talk his way out of a police station, convincing officers he's actually an undercover Interpol agent. By the time they realize they've been had, he's already crossed 3 international borders. From the streets to the penthouses of Paris, Juan Carlos leaves a trail of chaos and emptied bank accounts. Hotel managers tighten security, but he always finds a way in. Credit card companies flag suspicious activity, but he's already moved on to his next mark. As the years go by, Juan Carlos becomes something of an urban legend in law enforcement circles. Is he still out there, living it up on stolen luxury? Or did he finally slip up and end up behind bars? The truth is, nobody knows for sure. Some say they've spotted him sipping cocktails on a beach in Bali. Others swear he's retired to a quiet life in the Swiss Alps. But for every detective who's chased him and every hotel guest who's been robbed blind, one thing is certain: Juan Carlos, the master hotel thief who fooled the world, will go down in history as one of the most audacious con men of our time. His story is a reminder that sometimes truth is stranger than fiction. It's a tale of desperation turned to criminal genius, of a young man who decided that if the world wouldn't give him the life he wanted, he'd simply take it for himself. From that first lie about a death-defying flight to his final vanishing act, Juan Carlos played the world like a fiddle. He may have started as a poor kid from Colombia with nothing but a dream, but he ended up living a life that most people only see in movies. As for Juan Carlos himself, well, if you're staying in a luxury hotel tonight, you might want to double-check that safe, because who knows, the charming gentleman who helped you with your bags might just be the world's most wanted hotel thief, already planning his next great escape. In the end, Juan Carlos's story is more than just a crime spree. It's a twisted version of the American dream, where cunning and audacity can take you from rags to riches overnight. It's a cautionary tale for hotels worldwide and a source of fascination for true crime buffs. Whether you see him as a criminal mastermind or a modern-day Robin Hood, there's no denying the impact Juan Carlos has had. He exposed weaknesses in hotel security systems across the globe, forcing the industry to evolve. He outwitted some of the world's best detectives, leaving them scratching their heads and questioning everything they thought they knew about catching criminals. But perhaps the most intriguing part of Juan Carlos's story is how it blurs the line between fact and fiction. With each retelling, the legend grows. Did he really steal from Celine Dion? Was that wheel-well flight just an elaborate hoax? The truth may never be known, and in a way, that's exactly how Juan Carlos would want it. As we close the book on this incredible tale, one question remains. Where is Juan Carlos now? Is he planning his next big score, or has he finally found the peace and luxury he always craved? Perhaps he's out there somewhere, watching as the world tells his story, smiling to himself as he sips a cocktail by the pool paid for, of course, with someone else's money. So the next time you check into a hotel, take a moment to look around. That well-dressed man at the bar, the one with the charming smile and the expensive watch, could it be him? In the world of Juan Carlos, the master hotel thief who fooled the world, anything is possible. And that's exactly what makes his story so captivating, even years after his last known heist.